You are chosen, believe it. Come close and breathe with me. My little kid, leave the chaos behind and take a break, where the truth may dominate your life. I am now with you not as a far-off concept, but as the constant presence that understands the contours of your heart and maintains the cadence of your days. First, listen. The end of your lengthy season of proving yourself has arrived. I have seen your patience and your tears, and nothing you carried was wasted. I have seen you like a gardener, watching a seed sprout through dark dirt. Even when learning seemed like a loss, you were still learning. There were evenings when you questioned if your fatigue would outweigh your faith, and times when it felt like there would only be more trials ahead. However, your perseverance was never imperceptible. Angels have heard you and have composed songs in your honor. I sat next to you and listened to all of your sighs in those silent chambers where you prayed and mourned. Your tale has been altered in ways you are not yet able to completely read because of the little devoted things you did when you felt invisible. Take note, difficulties do not equate to failure. Trials indicate that you are developing in the same manner that gold is refined by heat and the tender touch of a devoted and hurried love. In order for you to accept benefits and handle them more steadily, I have permitted seasons of refinement. I'm getting you ready to manage what I provide without becoming tempted by it. Your perseverance is laced with humility, which lets in things that the loud cannot. Don't feel embarrassed by your scars. They are maps of kindness rather than signs of defeat. Every scar reveals a moment when my grace came to your aid, when you were in need, and fixed you with hands that understand the beauty of healing. You will bear markings that whisper, I have been held and I can hold you. People will use those lines to find their way home when you enter rooms now. Like the air changing before rain, you will sense a change that is both subtle and definite. It might come in the form of an unexpected comment from someone, a modest provision that seems amusing when it appears, or a discussion that softly shuts a door when you expected it to smash. These aren't just coincidences. I include these angelic movements as affirmations, so your heart won't have to search for evidence. These silent indicators can help you keep your feet stable, so keep an eye out for them. Hear me now about the things that used to hold you back: anxiety, haste, and the need to prove yourself. These educators have taught too much. Now is the moment to put them down. You are welcomed into a rhythm that respects relaxation and yields results without being hurried. I summon you to presence rather than performance. Peace will now guide you where pressure formerly did. Discrimination honed by my spirit will show you which doors to open and which to keep closed, where worrying formerly fought for dominance. I'm handing you the keys that match spaces formed by honesty and character, not keys that show off power. As the person you have become, Doors that were formerly closed to you will now open. The tenderness you now possess will repair reconciliations, opportunities that are in line with wisdom, and wonder will present themselves, but they will all have restrictions. To prevent the blessing from breaking your heart, the adversary would have you think that abrupt ascension necessitates a new version of yourself, complete with a sharper edge, a louder voice, and a rushed gait. Don't believe that falsehood. You won't have to squander the soul I gave you in order to use the power I bestow upon you. Your humility will be preserved by the marvels I do, and your connection with me will be safeguarded by the favor I provide. Without constructing thrones out of it, you will steward influence. Now that's a declaration. I absolve you of the need of stance. You will walk with the confidence of someone who has been tried and tested. My child, walk boldly in faith and love with your super Thanksgiving $5. Let the truth of my word reach those who long for the light. Join me in this divine mission to heal and uplift. Click on the Super Thanksgiving button and be enveloped in my grace now. And listen to this message further. I am aware of how the world devaluates value via accolades, outward manifestations of achievement, and quantifiable indicators. Kingdom measures, however, are more subdued. I consider the consistency of your yes, the bravery of your modest acts of kindness, and the sensitivity of your faith. Your value has never depended on what other people think of you. It has always been based on the straightforward fact that I choose you before you even knew who you were. Many of you have unspoken inquiries that, when spoken in private and in the dark, seem like doubts. Consult them, bring them. Your inquiries do not surprise me. Rather, they respect me. They are doors that lead to greater revelation rather than flaws. If you have to say them out loud, when you put honesty before me, the angels are happy. I'll respond with the tactful clarity that matches the following step, not necessarily with thunder. Learn to trust the calm, because it often settles before the thunder roars. If this resonates with you, and the truth sinks into your bones, type 1, receive. Your silence was not a sign of abandonment. The quiet served as a workshop for me. I gave your soul the ability to discern between holy urgency and haste. I taught you to move your hands deliberately rather than frantically. I created a haven inside of you where I could rest peacefully. Now that rest serves as a resource rather than an escape from accountability. Instead of moving from the well and dry desperation, you will do it with purpose. Anticipate guidance and provision. Keep the two together if I provide more. I'll offer clarity on how to manage it as well. You will be surrounded by intelligent people who will protect your heart if I open avenues of influence. Every act of generosity will have a structure to prevent it from turning into slavery. Pay attention to their directions. They will arrive in harmony and with the advice of people who value the truth above praise. On some days, recollection will ring with its ancient weight. Play the new tune when you answer the door. Allow the fresh testimony to be the catalyst that unlocks your mornings. Your narrative is being rebuilt, redeemed rather than obliterated. You'll discover how seasons that seem squandered were really windows that I help you view. You now stand strong in the exact areas you formerly believed to be weak. Don't rush the healing process. Your speed is a foretelling. The solidity of what you will carry forward depends on how quickly you go back to yourself. Don't hurry the repair, move carefully. Becoming entire has a sacred time. Celebrate the little victories. Learn to appreciate the little victories. I am creating a healing voice inside you. This will be a voice that reaches out to the injured, rather than preaching from above. Because of the kindness you learned from your wounds, you will know how to talk to the afraid. Because your hand trembled once, you will know how to grasp one that does. Experience has given rise to this spiritual power, which is stronger than any title. Take this as a blessing. Your ministry will be your vulnerability. At the brink of what is about to happen to you, your angels, they are keeping an ear out for the beat of your faith and keeping an eye out for the little tokens of devotion you make. Every day they also possess keys, including time and provision keys, and they move in tandem with my word. Call on them, ask for their assistance. They are ministering spirits sent to assist individuals who inherit potential, not distant bureaucrats. The season of unrelenting proving is finished. I proclaim over you, your faith will bear more fruit than your efforts ever could, and a new chapter will begin. Allow this vow to rewrite your expectations. As you receive it in the quiet depths of your heart, you will discover favor that is unstoppable. But does not yell your compass will be peace. Not pressured tests will still arise, since the path of faith never eliminates all challenges. However, your exams will take on a different form. Instead of trapping, they will train. Instead of ruining, they will refine. And you will face hardness with a stability that has been molded by my presence. When it resurfaces, never forget that the exam was never the end goal. It served as a training ground for the commission that you now hold. Enter, yes, Lord. If you want to proceed with relaxation and faith, I now provide you physical strength, mental clarity, a resilient heart, and hands that can come up with compassionate solutions. Your thresholds are gateways of peace, and I bless them. Bless your mornings with singing bravery, and your evenings with rest that mends. Because of who you have become, I bless the voices that will protect you, the people who will stand by you, and the doors that will open for this time. Stand still and listen to this last command. Put your loved ones first. Prioritize that identity dear above anything else. Remember that I choose you when you wake up. Remember to respond when uncertainty murmurs. Go back to your value in me when the world asks for your measure. The person who has already sacrificed everything for you is giving you the rest of your life. You may leave this spot knowing that I am with you, closer than your next breath, more powerful than any danger, and gentler than your anxieties. Go ahead with me. More of the plot is still to be revealed, and the chapters are still being written. And now follow me onward. The motion you've been taught for is a holy glide, steady, deliberate, and alive with my presence, instead of the rushed push you used to know. You'll discover that possibilities come in the form of the person you've grown into. Instead of asking you to change who you are, they will encourage you to be your best self. Anticipate your environment being gently rearranged. Relationships will sort themselves out. Some will go with quiet dignity, while others will grow in unexpected ways. This is alignment, not loss. The burden of ensuring everyone's comfort will no longer rest on you. Rather, you will be surrounded by people who value truth and kindness as much as I have etched them into your heart. Listen, there will be breakthroughs that call for more listening and less bustle. Miracles may not always occur as spectacle. Frequently, they will come as little, steady adjustments that, when combined together, transform the course of your life. The foundation of new doors is a talk in the corridor, a timely message, or a straightforward invitation. Some of the biggest mountains are shifted a few inches at a time, so don't be afraid of little spaces. It is a ministry of presence that you have been given. Performance is not the same as this. Simply being present heals. It doesn't demand attention, because you have learned it to be relaxed in my. Others will find rest in your very presence. Your ability to empathize with others' pain, without feeling the urge to make things right, has developed as a result of your gloomy prayers. This work is sacred angels and those in need of a kind. Steady hands medication will be drawn to it. You will sometimes be tempted to use what you can. Multiply to gauge the season. Fight the impulse, the humility that says, I am a steward, not an owner, will accompany the multiplication I unleash. Make being giving your normal behavior. Give what you can, and see how your heart stance leads to supply. When you live from grace, it spreads like wildfire. I'll give you the type of security that transforms, rather than just defense. My presence distorts the story. When danger circles, the exact thing that seemed to be going to hurt you will be transformed into a tool that brings you kindness. Angels are prepared to transform the danger into witness rather than just eliminate it. Call on them when my word is in line with your faith. They are trusted to move precisely. Small temptations will also present itself to you, such as the desire to win over men, the quick fix that promises success, or the suddenly sacrificing your morals for power. These are not brand new. Everyone who rises sees them. Keep in mind your training. The reward is not recognition, but a permanent, unwavering alignment with me. Refrain from giving in to temptation and instead breathe my name. Let your decisions be filtered by the recollection of my loyalty. Don't be afraid of success. Be mindful when you greet it. If success helps you rediscover your true calling, it may be a benefit. When it conceals you from those who sharpen you, it turns into a threat. Keep friends who will express the truth in a loving manner. Without being tempted, keep those who will weep with you in private and publicly congratulate you. I surround you with these providential bodies as presents, so you won't have to go alone. You are receiving wisdom from me. It will have the calm, certain sensation of an inner compass. Learn to believe the little reminders I provide, like a feeling of calm, a phrase repeated, or someone who shows up at the precise moment. These are my voice's little signatures. Go back to the quiet little voice. When the commotion becomes too loud, it will never push you to rush into anything that makes you feel bad. Seasons of rapid learning are to be expected, as if the walls of time have loosened for you. Things that used to take years will now fit into weeks. This is preparedness, not unfairness. You are already smart from your past. Apply that knowledge to lead with humility. Give liberally and love more. You will use stewardship in a way that unleashes others rather than stifles them. Some of you will experience dread, masquerading as accountability. Decisions that seem to beg for one person will weigh heavily on you. Rely on the guidance of dependable friends and the presence of angels. There is power in sharing difficulties, so don't take on everything by yourself. You are not called to be a lone hero by me. As a leader who creates environments where people may flourish, I call you to be a loving steward. Name your setbacks as they occur. Put them in front of me and talk clearly about what transpired. Keep your grudges to yourself. They will hinder your progress. Forgiveness releases energy for fresh fruit. So be fast to provide forgiveness, not because failure is inconsequential, with the dignity of someone who has seen the wider view. Let go of the past. I can assure you that happiness will come back in layers. It could start off as a whisper, like an unexpected chuckle, the scent of coffee, or a dawn that takes you off guard. Allow these little pleasures to accumulate in your pocket. Like money, they eventually create a currency of joy that bolsters your bravery. Get better at observing and enjoy the mundane. The foundation of thankfulness is the altar. You will be given words to breathe into shattered rooms rather than shouting from roofs. You will speak from a place within of you that has been in close communication with my heart. They will be prompt, restorative, and often rather easy. Wounds will come and doors will open. When you say them with love, the voice of healing is precise and kind. Use them carefully. Your connections are what I'm working on. Reconnections should feel more like restoration than repair. Some pathways are blocked to keep you at peace. Not all relationships come back, and not all doors reopen. Those who return, however, will be distinguished by their sincerity and a more profound covenantal love. Consider them sacrosanct. Tend them with the fortitude and humility of someone who understands how to choose love again. In the face of sorrow, you'll notice a change in your prayers. You will pray more from a position of collaboration and less from one of demand. Prayer will become into a two-way dialogue in which you may rest in my responses just as much as you ask for them. Your prayers will change from being frenetic to becoming pious. This shift indicates that you're transitioning from test to trust. Anticipate miracles that include character change. The greatest miracle is often not a change in circumstances, but rather a change in yourself, becoming softer where hardness previously existed, clearer where confusion once predominated, and more loving where wrath once resided. You are prepared for exterior miracles by these interior ones, as loudly as you welcome new opportunities. Celebrate personal development. You will learn the art of divine patience from me. Active waiting involves preparation, relaxation, and building rather than passive waiting. Make good use of your waiting time. Take up a new hobby, start herb garden, or write the letter you have been avoiding. When you allow me to shape you, waiting may be a time of creativity. The opponent may sometimes mutter that the season of promise is a myth. Don't listen. You've trained your eyes to follow my light. Continue to look. The promises I made to you are already taking action in the invisible realm. They are being escorted into existence by angels. They will show up politely and at a time that works for your new role. I bless your free will moments. Put your faith above your fear. Choose relaxation over haste. When bravery is called for, choose it above comfort. These little decisions add up to create the character needed for the more significant tasks that lie ahead. The kingdom encourages steadfast commitment rather than perfection. Keep in mind that you are never alone yourself in this. In the ordinary and the great, I am with you, around you. Angels carry keys and music. They provide ministry at times when words cannot express what is needed. Have faith in them, believe me. Proceed with composure and a vigilant attitude. The future is a location where my promises will be fulfilled, not a place to be frightened. Your love and support mean everything to us as we continue sharing God's message of hope, faith, and blessings. If this message has touched your heart, we humbly invite you to show your gratitude by giving at least $11. Super thanks are your choice each month. Whoever can give super thanks, please give as much as possible. And whoever cannot, please try to read this message completely. Your generosity helps us create more uplifting content that inspires souls and brings people closer to God. By clicking the Super Thanks button below, you're not just supporting our work, you're becoming a part of this divine mission to spread God's love to those who need it most. Thank you for your kindness. Stay blessed, stay joyful, and may God's grace always be with you. Keep in mind the following fact. How much space you allow people to grow will determine how influential you are. It is not kingdom progress if your ascent makes others feel smaller. However, you are on the correct track if your ascent frees others. Make giving and creating space your success indicators. I will respect leadership like that. Continue breathing with me. Now more grace work has to be done. Your story's next chapter is already in progress and will be full of angels. Silent devotion, constant provision, and gentle surprise. Keep moving on. The trail is well lit and you won't be alone. And I'm still painting. I want to go even further into what it means to be a living canvas of my love. So keep your heart open to me. Join me as we go on to the next chapter of this tale. I shall lead each of the new layers that need to be applied, the stronger strokes of confidence, the deeper hues of elegance. Kingdom movement often seems as quiet progress, so don't be shocked if the pace seems slow. You will awaken to mornings with more clarity and fewer alarms because you will feel my hand solid at the small of your back. Decisions that formerly seemed like cliffs will be scaled with focused, certain steps. Anticipate repairs in areas you didn't realize were damaged. Some of your hidden memories will surface and be transformed by love. Compassion will flow from the precise moments that formerly left you feeling empty. Your old grief will have new meaning for you. It will be the remedy that cures others. Let this serve as a pledge. Whatever that has hurt you will not be wasted. I'll permanently sanctify it. Additionally, you will revise your goals. False aspirations that stem from comparison or fear will give way to genuine wants that are grounded in purpose and seasoned by humility. Ambition becomes a means of blessing rather than enslavement when it is in line with my heart. Recognize this distinction. Put an idea on hold and give it another listen. If it makes you feel better about yourself than it does about loving other people, I want you to be aware of something useful. Protect your inner life. If the inner life is ignored, the external achievements are brittle. Feed your soul with truth every day, not only via memorable experiences, but also through sincere everyday routines like prayer, scripture, stillness, and open dialogue with close friends. This is where your lamp's oil is stored. Take care while you tend it. Angels are always walking close to you. They are active messengers, stewards of time and supply, and more than simply spiritual poetry. You will be able to feel their beat even if you can't always see them. It is often a heavenly shift when a notion comes to you that eases your dread. When a timely notion strikes you in the midst of a difficulty, it may be an angel putting in place a plan that your exhausted human mind could not imagine. Savor these times with humility and thankfulness. There will be times when you need to set clear limits. This is an act of protection, not pride for your family, your vocation, and your ability to love. Saying no will not diminish you. Rather, it will increase the strength of your yes. Refuse contracts that ask you to compromise your soul. When the truth has to be stated, decline invitations that ask you to be quiet. I'm giving you friends and mentors who will reflect me back to you. They will be those who have persevered long enough to impart knowledge that counts, and who express the truth in love. Don't be scared to be corrected. Since progress is seldom easy, a humble heart is willing to take advice. Hold them near, and take good care of your connections with them. After you've found them, anticipate simplicity. Some of your deliverances will be marked by the relief of knowing that things have been clarified, rather than by spectacular explosions. Being simple does not indicate a shortage. Rather, it indicates that my hand has removed superfluous complication to allow you to concentrate on holiness and love. Getting simple will allow you to enjoy life without getting sidetracked by the want for more. Additionally, you'll discover that your task has greater significance. There will be kingdom purpose in all you do. Whether you work at a desk, fix a house, instruct a class, or look after a kid, I have a way of elevating mundane activities to holy when they are performed with love in the heart. Don't hate the little things in life. They are the roots that give rise to your vocation. In the next days there will be exams, but they will be shorter and have a more pure purpose. They will be a refinement that sharpens what you already have, not a refill of old wounds. Don't freak out when these exams arrive. Recall the cycles we worked on. Inhale, identify the fear. Give it to me and move ahead. Your loyalty in the little things will serve as evidence for bigger trusts. I guarantee that you will use your talents with clarity. The veil will gradually remove. Where you formerly felt perplexed about your calling, not only will you learn what to do, but you will also learn how to do it in ways that respect both rest and quality. I will give you the character you need to properly manage your skills, because talent without character is fragile. Some friendships will take you by surprise. Some persons you meet casually will end up becoming important figures in your life. Although they won't always be lost, some intimate relationships will evolve into something more intelligent. Honor those who remain and politely absorb knowledge from those who go. Anticipate individualized service. I am aware of the precise form of your need, and I will address it with compassion that understands your innermost thoughts. Provision is sometimes accompanied with instruction, but it may also be playful. a surprise check, a phone call that alters your plans, or a tiny favor that becomes a springboard. Keep an eye out for these little pleasures. They are the signs of heavenly concern. I'll educate you to create space while influence expands around you. In my kingdom, being a leader means creating stairways for people to ascend, not stepping on top of them to get to the top. Don't use what I've given you to exclude. Use it to elevate. Clutched hands are not as good stewards as open ones. You can be afraid of the future and ask yourself things like, what if success changes me? Something happens if I lose something I cherish. These make sense. Respond to them with experience-based faith. You have been kept together throughout times that ought to have shattered you. Use it as proof instead of narrating the future chapter. Fear will constantly try to tell you what I have already done for you. Take pleasure in practicing gifts. Succumb to little pleasures without exercising prudence while negotiating. Savor a sunset at tune or a friend's companionship. Delight is spiritual discipline, not frivolity. Your heart is retaught to believe that virtue is secure. Unapologetic laughter is often the first indication of profound healing. I will give you sensitivity and bravery to increase your capacity for loving, bravery to have difficult talks, and compassion to support the injured during them. Both will be necessary for the planet. Your bravery will be grounded on quiet conviction, rather than becoming ostentatious. Your compassion will be concentrated power, rather than weakness. When combined, these traits will create a healing leadership style. There will be times of profound quiet, not void but complete. I'll talk in ways you can't properly put in words. In them, respect those quiet moments. They are the sources from which fresh ideas are born. Ideas that alter paths will emerge in silence. Go there and spend some time. When the moment is appropriate, anticipate reconciliation. Some people may return to you with more dignity and honesty than before, but not all relationships are intended to be repaired. Where humility is possible, hold out hope where it is not. Let go. The first step toward true healing is often forgiveness. Your career and calling will open up new avenues. For you, they will need more than enthusiasm. They will need intelligence. Avoid being tempted by speed. Doors that have been frenziedly open. Swiftly shut wisdom opens doors last. I'll provide advice and verification. Listen to the silent instructions I implant in you. Keep in mind the angels of position next to you. They provide affirmations in subtle ways, such as the music that keeps playing in your head, the precise words of a new acquaintance, or the timing of a communication that comes at the right moment. These are my care's fingerprints. Observe them, and they will uplift your spirit. Hold expectations, voices that previously influenced you, and now claim the right to continue guiding you, may put pressure on you. When such expectations no longer align with your calling, gently remove them. This is a time to reevaluate. It may feel uncomfortable. However, it is required. You'll discover your rhythm once again, one that respects both your narrative and the new form I'm taking. Anticipate the restoration of genuine worship. Simplicity is a consistent habit in your life. Worship is the soul of your soul. It is more than simply music or ceremony. Miracles are conceivable. When worship becomes commonplace, there is yet more to say, more to do, and more to experience. Join me as we go into the next strokes of this development. Remain kind, courageous, and vigilant. I'm still working, and the masterpiece is still developing. Come closer and see my activities in the peaceful areas. Loved one, continue breathing with me and enter this new phase fearlessly. You are now more awake, more tuned, and more accessible to love. Even if you were in the midst of a season that seemed like constant criticism, the task that lies ahead is delicate and intense. It requires you to maintain your composure while being kind. I ask you to adopt this new posture: open hands, stable feet, and a heart that can hug and protect. I want you to carry this out in some useful manner. Protect the silence first. Make each day a little kingdom of silence, where you are just needed to be there. Let that location serve as the faucet that releases your insight. Go back there when you're overwhelmed with choices. If you're feeling anxious, join me in sitting and breathing. It is the location where I meet you with strategy and nourishment, not nothingness. Second, remain devoted to the little things. I am establishing trust in the areas of your life that others would overlook. Patient listening, compassion, and little sacrifices. These build up. I respect dedication every day. Your future is built on the foundation of a well-prepared dinner, a supportive text message, or a call that maintains a friendship. Smallness is the foundation of grandeur. Therefore, don't hate it. Third, develop the ability to rejoice without taking pride. Sing softly and shout. Thank you when a favor is extended. Let appreciation serve as the yardstick by which you evaluate each rise. Gratitude roots achievement in humility and keeps power soft to protect your emotions from vanity. Express gratitude before you get the acclaim. Be prepared for your job to change direction. When you do tasks with an offering heart, they will transform from tasks you formerly performed out of necessity into acts of worship. Your house, your job, and your artistic endeavors will all be given a sacred form and seasoned with meaning. You will now steward processes instead of chasing outcomes. You will now be recognized for your steady presence rather than your hasty appearance. On some days, old fears will ring the loudest. They are lingering echoes rather than assaults by the adversary. Treat them with the same sympathy that a friend would show a scared youngster. Gently speak the truth to the parts of you that are still afraid. I walk with your lesser self. I will not humiliate it for being fearful. Tell them what I have taught you. You are chosen, you are enough. I'll use human voices to provide affirming moments. I have used that individual to utter the affirmation of heaven, so you will hear a phrase that lands with power. Accept this benevolence. Don't take anything away from it. Allow compliments to get ingrained in you as motivation for the next action. But keep in mind that my voice will not go away when the applause stops. I've spoken a deeper word over you. Anchor yourself to it. Love with bravery. Opportunities to risk tenderness may arise, such as contacting a friend who has been harmed, taking up a discussion you started but didn't complete, or providing assistance when it's inconvenient. These courageous deeds are what binds souls together. You will discover a distinct sort of bravery that quiets and holds. While the world tends to mistake it with loudness, you are learning how to steward edges. From me, boundaries will be challenged as favor grows. Make use of knowledge, donate as much as you can, without jeopardizing your spiritual haven. Boundaries are gates that direct life, not barriers. Both the provider and the recipient are protected by a well-maintained gate. Anticipate relational clarity, human connection. Confusion will start to clear up like fog at dawn. Certain connections will develop into holy trusts. Others will release as alignments rather than as penalties. Sometimes a door shuts to create room for a house. So don't mourn every release as a loss. Have faith in the motion. Your voice will start to seem like a haven for you. People will seek you out because you share my pain, and you speak with a compassionate authority. This voice is a scalpel, not a hammer. So use it sparingly. Love with urgency and speak the truth softly. I promise you today practical things like peaceful nights that heal, creative mornings, and little surprises of provision that remind you that I am a person in every way. Keep an eye out for them without becoming a spectacle. Hungry person. Take note of the little mercies in life, like a helpful neighbor, a nice text, or a door opening quietly when you need it. Additionally, I will require you to manage the influence I bestow upon you. Being influential is a duty. Use it to raise tired hands, open doors for those without keys, and speak truth into broken institutions. When influence is combined with service, it becomes a legacy when it is not. It develops entitlement. Anticipate internal development before it becomes outward. There will be another test of your character, but this time it will be for long-term capacity purification. Avoid taking quick cuts, although they may seem useful at the moment. They often cost more than they save. Maintaining honesty is the key to long-term favor. The angels who are close to you may not always show up with a lot of hoopla, but they will obey you precisely. They move in the midst of your hours, situating someone, adjusting a timetable, and encouraging a discussion. Give credit where credit is due and express gratitude when you see an act of kindness that looks well-timed. Their movement indicates the intimacy and activity of my design. Anticipate the slow rebirth of creativity. You'll come up with solutions in unexpected ways. Treat ideas as messages. They will appear as metaphors and visuals. Put them in writing when the moment is appropriate. Share them. One of my fingerprints on you is creativity, which serves as a reminder that usefulness and beauty may coexist. You'll be asked to take a chance for other people. Donate with bravery. Generosity often has a lower cost than you may think, and a higher return than you might anticipate. Give joyfully when you give, and accept graciously when you receive. It's a sacred transaction. It instills trust. There will be times when you need to be alone. Keep in mind that these are deliberate workshops. Being alone does not mean being rejected. It's getting better. I will give you clarity and get you ready for the next steps in these peaceful spaces to wonder. Keep your heart open. Don't allow your sense of wonder to be diminished by the practical grind. There are still breathtaking moments in the world, such as melodies that fall like rain, and presents that come as dawns in your life. Allow astonishment to be a sacrament. Lastly, before to your itinerary, keep in mind who you are. First and foremost, you are loved. Plans, tasks, and titles will change, but your belovedness won't. Remember this basic fact. Whenever you lose sight of who you are, I picked you, I walk with you, and I will complete what I started. Accept this word as a gift. You are entering a time of strength and tenderness together. Be brave and humble while you walk in it. The angels I send will provide confirmations in ways you will recognize. If you keep your eyes on me, take a breath, take it slow. Love with courage, the masterpiece goes on. Remain close now, listen to me with all your heart. My darling, seasons have attempted to break you. Times have threatened to shatter you, and storms have whispered that you wouldn't make it through. But here you are, wrapped with the force of my presence. Rather than your own might, you have been born by me when your legs gave out. I hosted you when hope seemed far away. I was there to steady your heart. Every hardship, sorrow, and restless night has been weaved into a resilient tapestry, a work of art of heavenly forethought. You were never by yourself. My angels were there for you, even when you felt that your soul was alone. In the recesses of your soul, they have murmured words of encouragement. They have moved out of sight to watch over, defend, and direct your movements in accordance with the goals I have predetermined. I am bringing up heavenly assistants, partners of light who will walk by you. The skies are ecstatic about your preparation. So type "I am ready" into your heart and tell me you are not alone in navigating the future. So don't be afraid of what lies ahead. There will be times when you feel under strain, when the burden of duty seems too much to handle, and when doubtful thoughts try to obscure your judgment. But keep in mind that I am stronger than any fear. I am more powerful than any danger. I am your soul's unwavering anchor. Even when circumstances may try to snuff out your happiness, stress winds may blow, and uncertainty seas may rise, your life has been marked by my hand. Guidance has been spoken in my voice. Your heart has been primed by my spirit to face the future with bravery and wisdom. Your soul will rest in the assurance of my presence, while others are in a state of turmoil and terror. When you achieve success, keep in mind that you are not the only one who can hold it. It is a tool for building, serving, and blessing. Don't let fear or pride keep you from experiencing the simplicity of living out your beliefs. Hold gently, act bravely, and maintain your tenderness, because love, not force, is how the kingdom of heaven grows. On certain days, opportunity will come knocking quietly, almost shyly, as if it is afraid of being missed. Don't pass it up. Take note of the invitations that are packaged in everyday moments, the silent doors that swing without a fuss, and the subtle apertures. These are the ones that I plan. They bear the burden of both the rumors of heavenly favor and long-term fate. Every chance is a step toward the complete disclosure of who you are in me, even if they are not all loud or evident. Your presence, your words, your emotions, and your offerings all have more impact than you may think. Even the simplest gesture of loyalty has eternal consequences. Your journey and the lives of others who walk with you are shaped by every decision you make. To trust me over fear, to show compassion over judgment, and to rest in peace over striving. Your loyalty is a salve that mends shattered hearts, a song that gives hope, and a light that shines through the dark. Angels are there to magnify these deeds of love and obedience in ways you cannot yet perceive. They are waiting to bring the results of your decisions into other people's lives. Now pay close attention. My timetable, not yours, is bringing about the triumphs you have long desired, the discoveries you have silently hoped for, and the serenity you have sometimes believed was impossible. Take your time. Don't use fear as leverage. Don't try to create what patience and faith are supposed to provide. I am a God of exact, deliberate restoration rather than hurried miracles. Anticipate extraordinary congruence in your interpersonal connections. Anticipate previously closed doors to open without the effort of trying. Expect favor that only asks you to be kind, devoted, and in line with my heart. It doesn't require you to prove yourself. Anticipate supply that astonishes you with elegance and humor. You may anticipate making decisions with ease and clarity. As my knowledge permeates your being, you'll see that calm constancy, not noise or manipulation, is how your influence increases. Others will follow your example. By being guided by light rather than force, your life will be marked by strength, shown in tenderness, bravery softened by compassion, and integrity enveloped in love. Your burden was never meant to break you dear. Rather, it was designed to adjust you and bring your soul into harmony with the beat of heaven. You will never forget the lessons you learned by waiting, observing, and giving up. They are now being used as the compass for your next season, which I have preserved. Have faith in what is not yet seen. Embrace the invisible. Let go of the urge to comprehend every detail. Refinement is what seems like a delay. Preparation is what seems like nothingness. The soul in which your religion takes root is what seems like isolation. We have taken note of your perseverance, heard your prayers, and documented your affection. Nothing has been wasted in your life. Every wound, setback, and vulnerable moment has been the brush stroke of my plan, molding you into the person who will bear honor without arrogance, strength without cruelty, and authority without fear. Anticipate harmony and healing in relationships. Some ties and friendships may dissolve on their own, while others will organically sort themselves into harmony. Celebrate what I keep, do not lament what I let go. You previously resisted the trimming that was required. Your newly acquired discernment serves as both a guide and a protection. Anticipate reconciliation when people are prepared. Where danger previously existed, expect protection. Anticipate the appearance of tranquility, which is something that can only be obtained. Additionally, keep in mind that your voice has power, because it has experienced quiet, because your hands have experienced brokenness. They possess healing because they have seen loneliness. Your eyes are able to identify others in need, because it has survived empathy as a part of your heart. Every painful situation has given you strength. Rather than guilt, now truly embrace the promise. Enter the paradise that has sprung from the trying desert. Enter the realm of clarity, where your path is certain and your actions are led. I am your protection, so go fearlessly. Walk without fear, because you are surrounded by my favor. Because I have created you special and completely prepared for the calling I have given you, you may walk without comparison. But I trust you into your heart and use it as the statement for what you will do next. In my presence, walk with humility. Speak the truth with courage. Love lavishly and sleep without restraint. There will be more joy, more inventiveness, more bravery, and more miracles in the days to come. Your spirit will soar as you witness breakthroughs. Opportunities will present themselves that will challenge your faith, while rewarding your obedience during quiet times and casual talks, and in unexpected ways that make you happy. You will get messages and direction. Angels will keep providing invisible assistance, protecting, directing, and bringing your heartfelt petitions to my throne. I never lose sight of you. You're never by yourself. You will always be remembered. Even now the finished artwork is being unveiled, and your narrative is precious, knowing that your past has been forgiven. Your present is blessed and your future is safe. In me, beloved child, I welcome you to go forth in freedom. I extend an invitation to fully experience my love. Without hesitation or fear, I ask you to let serenity guide your decisions, to let hope blossom unhindered, and to let joy fill every nook and cranny of your life. Be proud of the fact that you are my cherished, my masterpiece in progress, and my chosen one. Allow your life to testify to my kindness. Let your presence brighten the spaces you visit. Let your faith spread outward, reaching others around you in ways you may never completely see, but which heaven celebrates. So now, dear, enjoy my benediction. My hand is upon you. My spirit surrounds you around you. My angels set up camp. My tranquility is inside you. You are equipped with my might. You are changed by my affection. Move ahead confidently and without hesitation. Move forth with confidence rather than uncertainty. Move ahead with trust rather than fear. Embrace your calling to the fullest. Enter the wealth of what I have promised. Enter the joyful, purposeful, and divinely filled life I have planned for you. And never forget, my child, you are chosen for forever, adored beyond measure and seen beyond understanding. Nothing, no situation, no error, no fear, no failure can keep you from my love. I will always be with you, and I will be with you tomorrow as well. You're secure, you're safe, you're prepared, you are sufficient. Live in this freedom, walk in this truth, and see how your life becomes a living example of my constancy, kindness, and goodness. This is my decree, my delight, my promise, and my word over you today. The test has finished, it's an open route. It's the unveiling of the masterpiece, and you're more than prepared. My darling, please subscribe to support our channel and turn on bell notification.